Let's watch my first plant video ever together from 5 years ago while celebrating 60K with a giveaway at the end of the video. Hello everyone! It has been officially 5 years since I started posting plant videos on my previously known as yoga YouTube channel. I actually remember vividly watching so many plant videos and asking my YouTube coach, who I had for my yoga content, should I make a plant video on my yoga channel? That's kind of weird, but I kind of wanna. And she said, do what makes you happy. So I did. This video is so different from what I'm doing now. So I thought we can watch it together and we can see the differences in my garden as well. I'm seeing the first frame here and my garden looks so different now, and our house. So let's just get started. So this video was posted on the 6th of July, 2019.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roos. I've been doing yoga for nearly 20 years and I've been teaching.
This is my yoga intro, and intros in general used to be quite long in that time of YouTube, explaining just quickly what you do, why people maybe want to listen to you. So sorry for the long intro.
For the past 10. I'm a full-time yoga teacher in Holland and abroad, and I share videos every Wednesday. If you want to learn more about yoga, body positivity, and living a healthy, fulfilling life, check out my other videos and subscribe if you're interested. Today's video is a little bit different.
I still have all those yoga videos and meditation videos and self-love videos on my channel as well. So if you look at the playlists, they're a little bit easier to find than just scrolling all the way back to my oldest videos. I put out a lot of content about yoga classes, full yoga classes, tips to feel better, short meditations, anything like that. So
I want to talk about my plants. You may have noticed on my Instagram that I love plants. It is something that...
At this point, I actually didn't have a plant Instagram yet. I started that in September, so like 3 months after posting this video. So I was still posting all my new leaves on my yoga Instagram, and it felt kind of bad because those people were there for self-love and yoga, and I just kept posting leaves that maybe didn't mean anything to them. So I'm so happy that I started my plant Instagram and met all of you guys.
Brings me so much joy when a new leaf unfolds or I have a new cool plant with a really nice texture. It just, like Marie Kondo would say, it sparks joy. And I just wanted to share all the plants with you that I have in my house. We're actually starting outside, as you can see.
I'm so muscular here still.
In Holland at the moment, and a lot of my house plants are outside to enjoy some sun, maybe to get repotted. Some of my plants are doing really well, some of my plants are doing horrible. Don't think I'm like an expert or anything. So let's start. This is my outside table, and I have some on here. These are my Wandering Jew cuttings. I only cut them about a week ago, so they're doing really well.
We don't call them that anymore, by the way. Tradescantia is great. Or Wandering Dude, someone renamed them. I think Ashley. These are all horrible looking plants. I think the geraniums were left over from the person who owned the house before us. And the aloe I definitely got from my mom. We used to always have aloe in the house to cut if you had a burn and put it on.
So I'm going to move them back into the shape. Then I have a peperomia that's used to do really well, but now I see has died. Oh shit. Okay. I have some geraniums that are starting to flower. This one as well. I bought them last year and they're reflowering for me.
Ooh,
I love the colors, some really, really bright colors. This one is actually a mother of 1,000, and I've had it for many, many years. I got it from a fellow yogi when I graduated my Drew yoga teacher training. And as you can see, there's one mother plant, and then on the edges of all the leaves, it makes new plant babies all the time. I've been handing them out to my students, to friends. Another favorite are my little asparagus plants. This one was horrible looking in my house. When I started to repot it, I noticed that the whole pot basically was root bound.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, not the audio.
So I just repotted it and it started to make really beautiful new little shoots that are so much more fluffy and soft than a
I have this plant still in the greenhouse, but that sound, oh my gosh, it's bringing back so many. This was like before I paid for copyright-free music. Oh.
Plants. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, one of my favorites that is only out here for a short while is my Monstera adansonii. It's a really bushy plant. I just bought it a couple of weeks ago for like €7, which was awesome. And it has a lot of new growth, as you maybe are able to see. So really excited about that. But then I also noticed that it's super root bound. So I wanted to repot. Let's go do that. Come on, little roots. There you go. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, this audio, I cannot.
I'm gonna massage it a little bit to loosen up.
Does anyone else remember this music? Oh, it's horrible.
That's a lot better. Now let's get some soil. I'm just using regular potting mix from the supermarket in this case because I didn't have anything else.
We don't do that anymore. I do see some perlite as well, but I would never pot. I always mix now bark, perlite, and soil. Also not from the supermarket because it's usually not the best, but 5 years, you learn something. Also, this plant, I don't know if I'll say that later, but this plant grew really well for me on a moss pole, and then it turned out it had mosaic virus and infected some other plants as well, and I threw it away, and I never grew an Adansonii since, except for the variegated ones that I got, and that I got rid of again. So I don't have any Adansonii in my house now. I really hate this music, so I'm gonna...
There we go.
Just...
This pot.
That's a nice pot. I still have that. Or I gave it back to my mum. I got it from my mum.
A few more plants that I have outside at the moment are the
Oh, look at this.
Fuchsia. I don't know what it's called actually in any other language. It has the cute little purple pink flowers. And then that is Hortensia in Dutch.
The hydrangea definitely came back. That looks beautiful in the garden now.
It keeps dying on me. So if anyone has any advice, send help.
Yeah, that's definitely dead now.
Plant that I got from the neighbor.
But I did get it to grow again. The Cicas revoluta, they are not easy for me to grow, but I definitely got it to regrow some new leaves a few times. And then it died at once when it got too cold in winter. In the greenhouse.
Here we have
aloe vera. We're in the kitchen now.
And then these, I think they're some kind of cactus, right?
Christmas cactus.
So that's pretty happy, although the right one needs some water. And here I'm propagating a few different bits of pencil plant.
Euphorbia? I don't think that's the right label.
I have my peace lily. She is called Lily. Most of my indoor plants have names.
This one is dead.
A beautiful new leaf. Check this out.
Not with us anymore. I don't even know what happened.
On the other side of the mantle.
Oh my gosh, we still have that mirror. We just got rid of it like last week because that was also from the previous owner. I think I'm going to give it to my mom because she loves that kind of shape, but that mirror is still here. Wow. The spider plants are not though. They have all left the building.
Unicorn, and then a spider plant. I have a million of them. This is a variegated one, or like a two color. I don't know if that's called variegated. I have so many babies of these that I've been giving them away like crazy. This is the kitchen area. We have a few...
Oh, the kitchen looks so different too! Wow, look at that. We still had the old heater that broke and was a total hazard to our health. And we tried to make this over and look a little bit nicer, but... It's so bad. Oh my gosh. For comparison, this is what our kitchen looks like now. We completely made over the cabinets and of course the ceiling, but you'll see that in a future renovation video.
Mini plants that we really love because they give the kitchen more of a tropical look.
I still have that hanging pot though.
Here's another spider plant, and then on the top there I have some hidden plants. This one is cuttings of the Epiprenum.
Why is the audio so bad?
Then these are the Chinese money plants.
Yeah, those are definitely also dead now.
This is a trumpet plant that I got from my grandma before she died. So I called it Trini in honor of her.
I definitely have that still. I still use that space on the attic, but accessible from the kitchen for plants. Just the plants themselves have changed a lot.
The leaves have gotten super big. If you can see the hand test, these leaves are about as big as like my palm. And then her previous leaves are like this.
Oh, it's making me dizzy, this.
So she seems to be really happy.
It's filmed very, I don't know. Oh my gosh, and the upstairs is also made over so much. Oh my gosh, I didn't even remember.
They're the ones that are doing the best, making little leaves for me.
These avocado plants, I actually moved into the garden and they grew a little while, like 1 or 2 years, until they didn't anymore. And froze, I think.
The leaves are here.
They're beautiful still here.
Hand test. And then we have the two Christ thorns. We bought them for the cute little flowers.
Aww.
Over here is a very cool...
Aw, I don't have this one either.
But it's super sensitive, so as soon as you touch it, leaves will fall. It's really cute though. Look.
I don't know where that went.
This one is a whole other story. This is the Wandering Jew. It is huge.
Look, it's related, but it's not. Try to scantia. I think it's a calicia or something.
And this plant just...
I don't know if you'll be able to hear me actually. I'm talking right through me talking, so sorry if that's confusing.
So I guess it's happy. I didn't realize until I got outside with the plants, but the leaves are super nice and velvety. It's really pretty.
Oh my gosh.
This is Tarzan. I heard that they actually like to climb. So I decided to create this huge climbing option for it. And it seems to love it a lot. It keeps making new branches here. These ones weren't here before. They're all new. And then I gave it some of these branches to climb along the side. I kind of want to make it climb all around the house. The newest branches over here, for example, these leaves are much, much bigger than the ones that are more in the beginning. And it just climbs like crazy.
That plant definitely got a lot bigger until I removed it. I decided it wasn't for me anymore. It wasn't super happy. I think it had a pest issue as well, but it got so long and it looked so cool for quite a long time. So Tarzan, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, by the way, look at this corner. Just 1 second more here. This is where I'm sitting right now. It's still the exact same setup with the same table, the same cabinets on the wall, but the plants are all different and it's so much more full. I should not show this to my boyfriend because he will want it to be like this again.
Room is my favorite part of the house when
it looks so nice though. So light.
I've seen this before in my yoga flow videos. Anything I film in here always has plants in the background. So let me show you a little bit more up close. Aww. This is my favorite place.
Mickey!
Sofa with my cats and a view of all my awesome plants that are on that side. You'll see them in a minute. But here, apart from cuteness of Mickey, we have a few little plants hidden in pockets and then a hanging pencil plant.
I definitely learned that these spots in the corner, like the ones I'm grabbing now, it's much too dark for most plants to grow. I maybe could put some begonia or something there, but currently there's nothing. There's a surfboard on the wall. Yeah, it's a really, really dark corner, so these plants did not survive there for very long.
Little, I think it's a peperomia that has cute little round leaves and definitely needs some water. This one is a smaller variation. I think it's also a peperomia.
Oh, I love Pelea glauca. I don't have it anymore, or maybe I have it in like one of the terrariums, but it's such a beautiful plant. Just really hard to grow in a pot. I prefer to grow them in a terrarium, like on the bottom of a terrarium, then it grows really well for me.
Watering. Just really cute, adorable leaves. And then this raindrop peperomia, or peperomia
Polybotria.
Polybotria.
Good job, baby Rose.
Is not super happy. I don't know why, but the leaves are all curled. And I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then on the table down here, we have my pancake plant, or Pelea peperomioides. Oh my god, pronunciation is a lot better in my head. And this is actually called Patty, like pancake batter patty. Keeps
oh, I forgot that name.
Turning it around slightly so that it stays nice and centered. This is Advent, my Monstera deliciosa. It's a bit dirty because I spray it a lot. This new leaf had a bit of damage and it only has one fenestration, so I don't know how happy this plant is. It only recently got the moss pole, so that should help. And then here is a new leaf. And it's going really well. I think it's about to unfold, so that's really exciting. The older leaves were from when it was living at my mom's house, and it's beautiful, so I hope it goes back to that state soon. On this...
I was so new, I had not used moss poles yet. As you can see, they're very different from the moss poles I use now, and I had no idea. Probably that plant was full of pests, because I did not know what pests look like yet. I actually learned from sharing on my Instagram. People were saying, hey, that's definitely thrips. And I was like, I don't see any thrips. I don't see any damage. And you guys taught me.
We have Viola. She's my
Viola
fig, or Ficus laurata.
I do miss Viola. I want another one maybe.
I love her so much. I did water a little bit too irregularly. So this leaf has a little bit of the brown-red lines in it. And perhaps you can see the
nice orchid as well back there.
And then when you look at the older leaves, it's only as big as like my hand. And this one is like at least twice my hand or 3 times my hand. I love her so much. I pet her a lot because I feel like she needs the extra attention. In this corner we have 2 special plants. This one you might recognize. It is a begonia maculata. Just bought it 2 weeks ago with my Monstera adansonii. And at the moment it's throwing out a lot of new leaves. Check this out.
This plant also did a lot better for me when I moved it to a more light spot upstairs. Also, I'm writing all the names wrong. Have any of you noticed? With plant names, scientific names, you write the first word, the genus, in the capital letter. So Monstera is with a capital at the first, is that what it's called? With a big letter. And then the second name is with a small letter. So ignore what I'm doing here.
They grow so awesome. I thought it was maybe gonna flower for me, like these little points come out. And then it turns out it is a leaf. So I love it. I'm really happy with this one. I haven't named it yet.
So I named her Dottie. That's adorable.
We have 2 plants that might not look very special, but they are very special to me. They are tulsi plants. And tulsi is a holy plant in India. It is a form of basil, actually, so it smells really nice. They are really easy to propagate. See, it already has some roots. We can probably pot it up in soil very soon. By the way, the drawing back there was made by my grandma. So over here on the table is my orchid corner, or whatever's left of it. You may know I used to have about 50 orchids, and I recently gave them all away and just kept these ones. I wanted to create some space for the cool kids corner over there. But this one got to say she's called Anya. I love the color of her flowers. She's been...
I don't have many plants anymore that are in this video. So I'm very curious to see, maybe in the cool kids corner, we'll have some plants that I still own. But I think since then, I've chosen very different plants that make me happy and gotten better at growing harder plants as well, of course. So very interesting. I think I still have this one though.
Now, so she's amazing. And then on this corner, we have 2 very small orchids that I got from Claessen's Orchids. This one is a Dendrobium Nora Tokunaja. Anyway, I got it super small and it started to flower for me pretty quickly after I got it. Flowers are very small, but so adorable. Quite a healthy plant. This new pseudobulb is doing quite well. I'm happy about that. Because the old ones are a little bit wrinkly, as you might be able to see.
I was an orchid expert more than anything else at this point because I had rescued about 50 orchids from old people around the neighborhood. I don't know if I ever told you, probably many times, especially if you've been to my plant meetings, but I started getting more actively into plants when I had a burnout in 2015, 2016, and was watching, I couldn't do anything. I was sleeping, laying on the sofa a lot, crying, to process all the feelings, and then going for walks to the beach. And I was watching videos on YouTube about rescuing orchids. And it was so satisfying to me, such a small task to have a big impact on the plant. So I repotted my 5 orchids that I had at the time. And then I was like, well, this lady is saying they have to be repotted once a year and they grow really slow. What do I do now? So I put a message on Facebook and picked up 50 orchids from around town, different towns around here, to rescue them. And actually most of them were just orchids that had lost their flower, and people think that they're dead then, which they're definitely not. But it was a really cool experiment to repot them, to try and make them happy. Some of them definitely were dying, some came back, some actually died. But it was how I got into actively having plants. I was raised with plants. I already had the fiddle leaf fig and stuff, so I already had a lot of plants. But yeah, the orchids got me into it, so they're my way into plants together with my burnout. But these also definitely are not with me anymore.
And this one is a Dendrobium kingianum. It was much smaller than I expected. Look. It's doing well though. It's throwing out a lot of new pseudobulbs. I called this one Dobby. If you don't know Harry Potter, that might not make sense. But it's small and adorable. And here's the keiki. See? And then I have this little propagation station for my string of hearts. These are doing quite well. They're putting out new growth here. And the roots are starting as well. So that's this corner. On this side is
the bird's cage.
Marantha plants. that I put inside a bird cage because my cats attacked it. This, I think, is a Syngonium robusta. The leaves are super cute and pink and adorable. I love it.
I don't see any pests yet, so that's good.
I open it up for you.
Oh, the Marantha I still love so much. I don't have this one anymore.
That's, by the way, the Syngonium.
All the common names.
This one is called Guusje. This is my Marantha something something. This one got attacked by a cat, so this looks horrible.
Mickey.
Plant itself, it's still okay. Just a little bit sunburned, I feel like. And then Jultje, and she's the one I posted about in my stories a while ago with the tricolor.
Yes.
It's called Marantha Fascinator Tricolor.
Beautiful.
These leaves are beautiful.
I still love it.
Here I have some baby Pilea peperomioides. I'm trying to grow them from a simple leaf. It's not happening yet, but we'll see. And then I planted my tag from Tala, outfits that I've been wearing a lot. And then this last corner...
Nothing ever grew from that, by the way. There are supposed to be seeds in the tags. Nothing. Nothing came up.
Behind me. Starts with Billy, my banana plant. I got him for Sinterklaas. It just threw out this new leaf that's unfolding. Oh, I love Billy so much.
Oh, I got this from my father-in-law. It was actually huge. My Sinterklaas gift that year was huge. It's no longer with us because they are quite hard to grow and get enough light inside. But I love this guy so much.
The time
it had a lot of pests.
Sprayers always die on me, and this one has a 3-year guarantee. I like to water it a lot here on the inside to give the new leaf that's already forming in there extra humidity so it doesn't dry out.
Oh no, not the song. Please, I have a headache already, Rose. Stop it.
This very bright corner is for 2 more cacti that I kind of am a great killer of. And then in the center...
I killed so many cactus. Oh my gosh.
Plant. See here, these little...
And this one too.
Carnivorous bite options. And then it has 2 flower spikes.
Someone told me that you need to put this outside for winter so that it gets the cold period, and it never came back from that.
So cute. Those are the only plants that really survive well in the super bright southern facing light. So that's why
not anymore.
Sheer curtain for the rest of my babies on the corner over here.
Ooh.
The Cool Kids corner. This is my favorite part of the house right now when it comes to plants. And let's start with the least interesting ones. This is another...
I had just been to the Kekieki opening at this point because I see the plants that I bought there. I bought a few plug alocasia and the micans, which I was so excited about. So I still remember this so well. There were some plant people there. It was an event. I had never been to a plant event before. I did not know much about anything. And they were so nice to me. They helped me pick the right plant, Alaika and some of her friends. So I still remember this very clearly.
You can see it's not doing very well. It's falling out.
And now I organize plant events sometimes, so kind of cool. Sorry, stop talking. Watch the video.
To revive it. But to be honest, I don't really care. And then I had a dendrobium orchid, a really big one, that threw out a lot of plant babies, kikis, which are these. Kikis actually grow a lot of air roots. Trying to pot them into soil is a little bit of a transition for them. So I potted this up in sphagnum moss at the moment to hope that the roots can transition to bark. They are plumping up more, so I think they are adjusting.
I still had to learn that growing in moss is not for me. I definitely do better with other types of soil.
These are a few small cuttings I took from the pothos upstairs. I cut the vines that had the most variegation in the leaves, just to see if I can create more plants with the variegation. I just potted this up this morning, so the leaves are a little bit limpy. These other plants are all from Kekieki, an online shop in Holland, and they also now opened an actual shop. My 3 little plug plants that I got from the opening. These are actually my first alocasia. So
I potted them up in really big pots, so I don't know how that worked. They did well for a long time, but I would never pot a plug plant into such a big pot now anymore.
Hope I can keep them alive. This is an alocasia pink dragon. It has the pink stems. And then
so cute.
This one just recently opened, so I'm happy.
Oh my gosh, that had some serious pest damage. Hold on. Go back. That leaf looks... pestiest bowls. Also, there's a lot of people outside right now watching me film myself, so that's fun.
It seems to be getting a little bit too much light, so I might have to adjust a little bit. This one is...
That's not light, babe. That's pests. Ooh, beautiful! I still love this one. Actually, I have it again. This one grew really well for me, but then it died and it didn't grow. I didn't grow it for a long time anymore, but now I have one in high humidity and that's doing a lot better and I'm so excited to have it again.
And the last one is the Alocasia Black Velvet, I think. It also has some sun damage, so I might need to move these a little bit.
That is definitely sun damage, I think.
Then over here, we have Miss Plum. She's a regular Philodendron scandens. I love the shape of the leaves. It's like a heart, and I love the way it's growing. It has many different directions of growth. So it's a really nice plant. And actually my friend Jessie helped me pick it out. She picked it out and she said, oh, this is a really nice one. And then gave it to me. So that is super awesome. Super generous plant community over here in Holland. This one is called Potje. It's golden pothos. It's throwing out a lot of new growth over here, which I'm excited about because this is a really small plant still.
I think I still have this one. We finally found one that I still own. Yes, it's in the kitchen. I'll put a video of it.
And now it's sitting in its new pot. Hopefully feeling very happy. I need to still water it.
Yeah, this is the one with mosaic flowers.
Through the other leaf, do you actually adjust it or do you leave it? Because I'm horrible and I always adjust. I need to step in there and save it, so I will do that in a minute.
And I still do that.
And then my favorite baby over here. Mwah! This one is called Peach. My boyfriend came up with a name because her leaves look like...
Oh, so beautiful.
So soft. This is a Philodendron micans. I wanted this plant for a really, really long
time. The best plant ever. So adorable. If you only knew, baby.
If you like philodendron...
But it is beautiful.
Rhizomes. Said that in one go. This is basically like the mini version. And since I'm only just starting to take care of these plants, I decided to start with the small one first. But, oh my god. The texture of these leaves is gorgeous. And then the new leaves are a little bit more light.
No, don't do the audio. Don't. I definitely want to grow micans again though.
I realized I still own micans, but it grows in my terrarium now. That one is the only one that's still happy. Look how beautiful.
When you look at it against the light, the older leaves are almost red or
yes.
And the lighter leaves are really gold and green. Beautiful colors.
Micans is stunning.
This is my absolute favorite corner of the house. I sit on this table to work with this as my view, with all my...
I still do that.
Babies, and it just gets me super excited and happy.
Wait, this is before my head was injured. Look at my beautiful forehead.
House, but they're also bringing so much joy in my heart. That was it for my
and the same ring.
I'm sure I skipped a few. I actually see my hibiscus right up there on my bookshelves that I missed. And there are some more spider plants basically hiding everywhere, like spiders in the house. They're crawling around. But I'll save those for next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you did, give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments, do you like plants? Do you have green fingers or green thumbs or however you say it in English? Or do you feel more like a plant killer? I love the idea of anything.
I talk so
like
slow.
Yoga. When you start
and like
yoga, you maybe feel not flexible.
Not very excited.
You don't have enough stamina to keep up with all the poses. You're losing the breath and the focus. And then as you practice more and more, you get more into it and it becomes more easy, more natural, more flowy. Same thing with plants, keeping them alive used to be really hard work for me. And then I learned and I developed. And now I feel like it.
Whoa, I have the same glasses also still.
So
jeez.
Maybe you do too. If you have any requests for classes or videos, let me know below. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
What? That's so cute. Wow. So that is my first video from 5 years ago. I actually want to celebrate because we are also almost at 60,000 subscribers over here as I'm filming this. So I want to do a little giveaway. I currently am sick and have huge dizziness and a headache, so I can't really think. I wanted to do a giveaway in this video. Hello, Editing Rose here. I wanted to pop in to explain the giveaway a little bit better. This is going to be one of the prizes, a little queen anthurium baby that I showed you in a recent video. They've been growing really well for me, and how many does one person need, right? This specific one has 2 leaves. It is rooted really well in just soil, and I can ship within the EU. So if you're outside of the EU, I have different prizes either on the community tab over here, so go check that out every now and then, or on my Instagram as well, in my stories usually. A little secret. I prefer to do giveaways in my stories because then it actually gets to people who watch my content and not the tagging and then, you know, the annoying tagging thing. So prize number 1, Queen Anthurium baby. Or if someone prefers it and doesn't have it yet, I can also give away this Luna. This was not very variegated for quite a while, but recently, I think because I made a video saying it wasn't very variegated, it threw out a really nice variegated leaf. So it has enough variegation in the stem here and lots of aerial roots as well. So let me know in the comments if you want to join the giveaway, which plant you would want to win, the queen or the monstera, and your first name and where you're from, which country the plant would be shipped to, just as a backup that I know it is in the EU. I have a few more plants planned to give away as well, like one of these beautiful begonia little plantlets that I grew recently. Oh, it's really beautiful on camera. This, I think, is my favorite begonia. It's a hybrid of Begonia negrosensis and Amphioxus, and it's very easy to propagate as well. I've had many new babies. It grows really well once it gets going. So that will be a prize. Also, this will be a prize, a shears, is that what it's called? By Gardena. And I have more plants from companies as well, and products from companies that can ship to other places than the EU. So keep an eye out, like I said, on the community tab and my Instagram. And let me know in the comments if these plants are interesting to you. Thank you so much for being here. I never expected this to become my job when I posted that first video. I really thought yoga was gonna be it, and it kind of is again now that I'm teaching yoga on TV. But plants have been my life the past 5 years. They've brought me so much joy, and I hope that my videos, my content has done the same for you. So I'm so excited to give back to you guys with lots of prizes, lots of fun things coming up. Thank you again. Oh, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a nice comment. Also, if you're not inside the EU, I would love to hear where you're from, what videos you want to see, which ones you've enjoyed, what you think of this one, because it's been very interesting to watch back. And I will do a full houseplant tour soon as well. I usually do that in winter when things have quieted down a little bit with all the growing. So I will be filming the whole house and all the plants that I have in here. Also, I have a Hoya tour planned because I filmed it right after the renovation when the Hoyas were looking horrible. Now they're looking a little bit better again. So that's coming up. A begonia tour I'm planning as well because in all the terrariums there's so many cool begonia now. So lots of content in my head that I just need to film and edit, which I haven't had a lot of time for with feeling very dizzy. I'm actually feeling a lot better already. I still feel dizzy and get headaches, but right after filming this video I actually felt so sick that I was on the sofa for several days just not doing anything. So I'm happy to be walking around again, taking care of the plants, filming videos and editing again. So that's good. So a positive ending to this weird, interesting video, I thought myself. Thank you. Okay, enough chatting. Bye! I said that already. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep now because I still need to recover. Thanks so much for being here for 5 years, some of you already. If you were here when that video came on, please let me know as well. I don't think many people would have been here 5 years ago, but still, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much and see you soon.